Good morning, and welcome to the R184 Fantasy Football League, Week 4 Picks and Preview. Before we get into the action, we have some breaking news. Roger Goodell has been confirmed a member of the Nazi Party. That's right, folks. He tried his hardest to bring down Tom Brady, but he failed miserably. Meanwhile, Brady was seen in Italy, basking in the sun as he prepares for his Week 5 return. Let's take a look at the action. Not an overwhelming amount of points were scored on Thursday Night Football as the Cincinnati Bengals defeated the Miami Dolphins 22-7. The biggest winner of the night was Thunder Buddies for Life as A.J. Green led them to a 30.3 score. Our first matchup is Grits and Davy versus the Duff Man. 0-3 meets 3-0. Look for Grits and Davy to get a big boost from Le'Veon Bell in Week 4. Meanwhile, Duff Man is off to a slow start with Andy Dalton only getting 13.8 points. Grits and Davy is a seasoned veteran. He knows how to win in this league, and I expect him to bounce back this week. Although Duffman is not the easiest opponent to go up against, this roster is deep and ownership is riding high. Give me Grits and Davy 110, Duffman 100, Le'Veon Bell as the boom, and a bust this week will be Latavius Murray at Baltimore. The next game on the slate features Steal the Show at 1-2 versus Jersey Exchange Program at 2-1, two of the more premier teams in this league. Steal the Show has been the unfortunate recipient of many points against in each week thus far. Meanwhile, Jersey Exchange Program is off to a fairly slow start with Jeremy Hill and Jarvis Landry only getting 16.7 points. I look for Steal the Show to really make his mark on this league this week in a big way. This roster is deep. It has Lamar Miller and Kelvin Benjamin, two of my favorite players in the league. Meanwhile, Jersey Exchange Program is in the mix every single year. He knows how to win. He gets electric players on their team, and this could be a shootout. Prediction, I predict Steal the Show to take this one 140 to Jersey Exchange Program's 122. The boom, give me T.Y. Hilton going off in London against Jacksonville. And the bust this week will be in that same game, while Frank Gore will struggle to find holes against the Jacksonville defense. The next game on the Week 4 docket features Thunder Buddies for Life at 2-1 versus Uncle Ben's at 2-1. This game has blowout written all over it as A.J. Green got Thunder Buddies for Life rolling out of the gate. Uncle Ben's, on the other hand, has a lot of question marks, including Des Bryant and Mohamed Sanu, who are questionable to play. In order for Uncle Ben's to be successful, they need Rob Gronkowski to get back to form. Meanwhile, Thunder Buddies for Life is one of the more consistent scoring teams, cracking the 100 mark each and every week thus far. A prediction, give me Thunder Buddies for Life in a massacre at 150 to Uncle Ben's 84 points. A boom will be Michael Floyd against the LA Rams, while Orleans Darkwa, running back for the Giants, will be a bust. In a game that features two 0-3 teams, we have Chiefs Second Wind versus Everyday I'm Rustlin'. Somebody's got to win. And I'm looking at Everyday I'm Russlin's roster, and what I see is a quality roster. They just haven't put it together all at the same time. Giovanni Bernard didn't do his part on Thursday night. Will Everyday I'm Wrestling be able to respond to that? I think so. Some good matchups include Allen Robinson and Delaney Walker. Look for them to have some big games. Although Russell Wilson is a little banged up. Meanwhile, Chiefs' second wind is really feeling a Super Bowl hangover, but they've been the recipient of many bad injuries, including their first overall pick, Adrian Peterson. Arian Foster is made of glass, and I'm not sure if Kadeem Carey is even playing this week. So give me every day I'm rustling to win this squeaker out, 110 to Chiefs' second wins, 106. I'll take Allen Robinson to be the boom, and a bust will be Mark Ingram at San Diego. The Route 184 Game of the Week features the Hen House sitting at 2-1, taking on Whiskey 3 at 3-0. The Hen House has come out of the gate strong, and he can thank his nice drafting skills by taking Theo Riddick and Isaiah Crowell. Those weren't the most prominent guys on everyone's list, but ownership did their research and it was able to field a quality team. Whiskey 3, on the other hand, is consistent every year, has 2 championships under their belt, and is looking for a third. They got off to a slow start with Ryan Tannehill last night in Cincinnati. However, their team is deep, including 2 of the best receivers in the game, Odell Beckham and Marvin Jones. I'm predicting a upset in this one. Give me the Hen House to pull this one off against Whiskey 3. Hen House 115, Whiskey 3 114. A boom is going to be Jeremy Maclin in Pittsburgh, and the bust will continue to be Odell Beckham Jr. facing that stingy Minnesota defense. The next Week 4 game features OG sitting at 1-2 versus TB 10.5 PSI at 0-3. Both teams really off to a slow start out of the gate. Looking at this OG roster, they have the potential to put up big numbers behind Blake Bortles, Melvin Gordon, and Antonio Brown. Any roster with those 3 guys can score big on any given week. It's just a matter of them doing it all at once. Meanwhile, TB 10.5 PSI features 2 of the most prominent receivers in the game in DeAndre Hopkins and Alshon Jeffrey. I think this game will come down to that running back 2 position between Chris Thompson and Dwayne Washington, and which one can come out ahead. Give me OG to squeak one out this week at 110 to 109. The boom for OG, give me Golden Tate against the Bears, and a bust will be Dwayne Washington against the Bears. The final game on our Week 4 slate features Cobra Kai sitting at 2-1 versus Do Your Job at 3-0. These 2 teams have had an eerily similar season thus far, both identical in points and on the side bet. Look for one of them to break away from the other this week. Do Your Job has been stingy with his quarterback, refusing to play anybody besides a Patriot quarterback, waiting for that Tom Brady return in Week 5. Can they pull off another victory in Brady's absence? It's going to be tough going against this Cobra Kai squad, which has Drew Brees heading to San Diego to face a soft Chargers defense. I like Cobra Kai's strategy at wide receiver, where they feature 2 possession receivers, which will lead to solid points each week. As a prediction, Cobra Kai will squeak this one out behind the arm of Drew Brees. I'm going to put them both at 120 to 110, Cobra Kai coming out with the win. The boom for Cobra Kai will be Stephon Diggs on Monday Night Football, while the bust will be Carlos Hyde for Do Your Job. I hope you all enjoyed the first ever video preview for the Route 184 Fantasy Football League. Look for more of these to come in the near future. Have a great weekend and enjoy the games.